Okay, flow today is going to be upper body and obliques. So we're going to be working hard, we're going to be flowing, and really thinking about our breath the whole time. Just because we're working hard, do not allow yourself to just hold your breath. Really use that breath as your power source to keep you drive and keep you moving. Okay, we're going to keep ourselves sitting down today to start with. So whatever your comfortable position is, close down the eyes, hands onto the thighs, palms facing up to start with. Breathe here. Take that breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And really feel that belly expanding all the way up through your chest, up to that collarbone on your inhale. And deflating on your exhale. Feeling yourself breathing in more and more air with every inhale. Feeling your concentration, your focus just in this circumference of your mat. You have got nothing else to do right now other than flow, or even just sit in child's pose if you fancy. Okay, take a couple more really nice deep inhales and exhales. Really feel yourself grounding onto your mat, into your practice. Okay, coming to the end of that last exhale, absolutely keep your eyes closed if you want. I'm going to start to open mine. Working on shoulder mobility, so take the arms up to the sky. Now this could be a fun one for some of you. I didn't realise until recently with one of my private students that this is actually harder than I thought. So go with it, it's a brain teaser as well. Take one hand forward, one hand back, swing it down to the ground and then take it the opposite way up to the sky. So you're just taking the arms the opposite direction and then they meet back up at the sky. So they go down the opposite way, up to the sky. Try to keep that torso nice and still, just working that shoulder mobility. Nice and slow if you feel any kind of like tightness. Okay, and then take it the other way. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know if you found this difficult or hard. It's one of those things I've just taken for granted. I think it's a bit like patting your head, rubbing your belly. Okay, last time, really nice. Interlace the hands behind your head. Inhale, draw the elbows back, shoulder blades together, gaze up. Exhale, draw the elbows together, chin to the chest, rounding through that back. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Really come to the end of that inhale before you move on. Really nice. Inhale all the way back up. Take the hands down, interlace them behind you this time. Next inhale, draw the knuckles down. That's pulling the shoulder blades together. That's pulling the heart through, trying to lift that heart through the chest up to the sky. Maybe that gaze goes up. Breathing here. Keep drawing those knuckles down. Final inhale. Exhale, completely release. Coming into your all fours. From your all fours, we're going to do some shoulder dips. So we're protracting and retracting our shoulder blades. So I want you to all stay really nice and still within your torso and your head. And the only thing that is moving is your shoulder blades coming together and then separating. So if you feel like you're pushing the mat away when you want the shoulder blades to separate, so take it in your own time. If this is the first time you've practiced something like this, it might feel a bit strange. You might need to just take a couple of rounds just to get used to this feeling. But if you're ever going to try to work into forearm balances, then this is amazing for working our shoulder blades and all of that area, that rotator cuff that works to strengthening and stabilizing that shoulder joint. So try and keep the ears in line with the shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades together and then separating them as much as you can. Really nice. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, taking the knees slightly further back so that we can come all the way down to the ground. If you feel ready, come up off of your knees. And then we're going to do a really nice slow chaturanga all the way down. So inhale, feel like you're activating, you're really working that body. And on your exhale, elbows go straight back. Think about those biceps hugging into your body. And come all the way down to the ground. Make sure the L's of the fingers, of the hands, are rooted. Use the whole of the exhale to come down, forehead down, really nice. Inhale, come into your cobra. Draw the shoulder blades back again. That gaze just past the front of the mat. Exhale all the way down. One more time, coming into your full cobra this time. So just coming up as much as you can with your pelvis still rooted on the ground. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale all the way down, really nice. Setting up for our forearm plank. So hands out in front of us, palms facing down, forearms parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders. That's a really strong area, a really strong way for our elbows and shoulders to be aligned. Tuck the toes. Inhale, wrap that core around, engaging everything. And on your exhale, push all the way up into that forearm plank. Drive the energy through the forearms, through the palms, so you're feeling nice and lifted through that upper body. Feel the thighs engaging, knees pulling up. Separating the shoulder blades like we were practicing in our all fours. Breathing here. One more inhale. Exhale, stay high, coming onto the edge of our left foot so that we can bring our right hand high. Really push through this left arm, the left forearm. Just double check that your shoulder and elbow are still in line. Working those obliques on the left side, driving you high, activating those glutes. Breathing here. Taking this right hand and threading it through that gap underneath you. Back up to the sky. Keep pushing that forearm into the ground. And thread. Keep going. Keep driving those hips high. Imagine there's a fire underneath you. One more time. Really nice. All the way back to your forearm plank. Staying here. Inhale. Exhale, switching over to the other side. Right foot, left hand high. Really use that right oblique to send you high. Make sure this right forearm is doing a lot of work to ground you. And then thread that left hand through the gap. And up. Keep going, keep breathing. This is at the point where, because the force, there's a lot of energy required, you might stop breathing. but really try to use the power of your inhales and exhales. All the way back down to your forearm plank. Breathing here. Final inhale. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Really nice. Just rest here if you need to do any movement of those shoulders. And then plant the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, come through your all fours, or if you feel ready, push up through your plank straight back to your downward dog. First downward dog, maybe you take some movement, pedal out your feet, straighten one leg and the other. Make sure the L's of the fingers are really grounded into the mat. And then when you feel ready, find some stillness here. Inhale, right leg high, 3-leg dog, keep those hips square. Exhale, bend that right knee, come into your scorpion dog, right knee up to the sky. Breathing here, keep those shoulders square. Inhale, tippy toes of the left foot, drawing this right knee all the way through to the left arm now. Really using that right oblique, send that knee higher. Inhale, 3-leg dog, really nice. Exhale, right knee to the right arm, as high up into the arm as you can. Inhale, high. Exhale, taking it through to that left arm again. And then coming into your fallen triangle, shooting that right leg through. Left arm up to the sky, using that oblique. Breathing here, making sure that the shoulder and the wrist are in line on that right hand. Placing that left hand back down, bringing this right knee back into your chest, and then we're spinning round to our side plank. So left edge of the foot, right hand high. Think about that shoulder and that wrist in line still. Breathing here. Drawing the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to tap this right foot forward, hand back, forward, hand back, really testing our stability. Keep breathing. One more time, forward, and back, really nice. This time on your forward, bring that right foot all the way through. Inhale. Into your high lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, draw the elbows down to shoulder height. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, draw them down like you're drawing them through some sort of like really sticky syrup or something. Inhale all the way high, make sure those legs are doing a lot of work. Final time, exhale, draw them down. 3, 2, and 1. Hands all the way down, stepping this right foot straight back into your high plank. All the way down to the ground or halfway, upward dog or your cobra. Exhale all the way back, downward dog, really nice. Breathing here. Inhale, 3-leg dog, left leg high. Exhale, scorpion dog. Drawing that knee up to the sky, shoulders square. Keep pushing the mat away. Tippy toes of the right foot. Exhale, draw that left knee to the right arm. Inhale all the way high, three-leg dog. Exhale, left knee, left arm as high up to the armpit as possible. Inhale all the way back. Exhale, left knee, right arm, and then shoot it through into your fallen triangle. Reach that right hand high. Check that your shoulder and your wrist are in line. Keep thinking about that fire underneath the left side, sending you higher. Really nice. Breathing here. Exhale, right hand back down. Bring this left leg straight through and then into your side plank, left hand high. Absolutely, if it's too much on your wrist, come back down to that forearm plank. And then tap forward and back with that left foot. Keep going. Keep breathing. Three, two, and one. Bring that left foot all the way round to the front of the mat. Big inhale, high lunge. Next exhale, draw those arms down to those cactus arms. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, high. Exhale, draw them down. Inhale, high. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, high. Final time, draw them down. Hands down to the ground, step this left foot straight back into your vinyasa. Halfway or all the way. Upward dog or your cobra. Meeting back in our downward dog. Absolutely feel free to take a break in child's pose whenever you need. Inhale, right leg high, three-leg dog. Exhale, bringing that right knee to the left arm. Swinging around into our fallen triangle. If you can keep your leg up, do so this time. Breathing here. Pushing the ground away. And then switching all the way around into your side plank. Can you keep that leg lifted? Breathing here, really nice. Bring this right leg all the way forward into your low lunge. And then sweep up into your high lunge. Exhale, hands down to the ground, setting up for your high plank through your vinyasa, or straight back to your downward dog, whatever feels right for you right now. All the way back. Inhale, left leg high, three-leg dog. Exhale, draw that left knee through to the right arm and then swing round into your fallen triangle. Is that leg lifted? Breathing here. And then swinging round into your side plank. Keep pushing the mat away. Next exhale, draw this left leg forward through your low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Really nice. Exhale, hands down to the ground, stepping back into our high plank, staying here this time. Breathing. Really sending that energy through the heels. And then exhale straight back into your downward dog. Coming into our dolphin, drawing the elbows down to the ground so that you're now on your forearms. Keeping that tailbone high. Okay, maybe you stay here or you walk the feet into the arms as much as you can. Keep pushing the mat away with the forearms. Keep staying lifted. We've done so much work setting us up for this. So walk those feet in and back. Take a break whenever you need. Keep pushing that mat away. Try to keep those elbows in line with the shoulders. Don't allow them to wing out to the sides. Stay in your dolphin. 3, 2, and 1. Knees all the way down, really nice. Oh my gosh, I've got sweat on. Forehead down to the ground to take the arms behind you. Really, really deserved child's pose. Breathing here. Feel yourself coming back into that breath. That breath that's expanding through the back and sides of the ribs. So you'll be pleased to know that the hard work is done. Really, really good job. Okay, coming all the way forward onto our bellies, really nicely lowered down. Resting onto one cheek, just put your arms wherever you want them. Allow those heels to fall out to the side. And then goalpost arms, making sure the elbows are in line with the shoulders, forearms straight down, palms down. Come onto the left ear, tippy fingers of the right hand, right leg up. And swing all the way over so the right foot is swinging down to the left side. This stretch should feel absolutely glorious since we've done all of that work with our shoulders. Remembering to breathe. Exhale all the way down, switching over to the other side. Right ear, tippy fingers of the left hand. Left leg spinning up and over. Exhale all the way down. Propping yourself up just for a second, just to allow yourself to cross the arms over one another and then reach them to both sides so the palms are facing up. Your arms across in front of your chest and then hang your head. You might want to grab a block so that your forehead can rest onto it, or roll up your mat. Or if you're like me, you'll feel comfortable with your head hanging. Try to let go of everything, let go of those glutes, the thighs. Let go of any hold that your neck has got on your head and just let it hang. And then slowly switch over so that the other arm is in front this time. Wiggle those arms out, palms facing up, and then hang that head. Inhale all the way back up. Coming through our all fours now, but we're going to be coming into a puppy pose just for a really nice stretch. So taking the knees and hips in line, and then walk the hands out in front and sink that chest down. Maybe you're resting on your forehead or your chin. Keep feeling that chest sinking further and further into the ground. Next, inhale, walk those hands all the way back, just coming into a kneeling position if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can absolutely make your way down to lying already. Hands onto the thighs, palms facing up. And just think about those shoulders dropping down away from the ears. Coming into our eagle arms. If you are lying, you can still do this lying down. Right arm on top. Hands trying to come onto one another. If not, you can just take the fronts of the hands facing one another. Elbows as high up as you can in line with that chin. And then draw those arms away, really feeling those shoulder blades separating. Maybe you've got your eyes closed already. Switching over to the other side, either palms or the fronts of the hands. Draw the head back in space away from the forearms. Keep those elbows nice and high. Exhale, slowly release. Coming on to one hip, swing those legs all the way round and then making your way down to just lying onto your mat, joining anybody else who's already down there. Feet out to the edges of the mat, just allow those knees to knock in. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And feel that breath that has been carrying us through the whole of our practice. Through that belly rising, the chest rising, and then falling. Take the feet now so they're just about hips width distance apart, knees straight up, arms wide out to the side in a T. And then just let those knees fall over to the right side. Maybe you take that right foot on top of the left and take your gaze over to the left. Really gentle supine twist. Inhale, switching those knees over to the left. Maybe that left foot comes on top of the right, gazing over to that right arm. Inhale all the way back up. Hug the knees into the chest, keeping those shoulders onto the ground, trying to keep all the way down to the lower back, into that sacrum, onto the ground. Pulling the knees closer and closer in with every exhale. Take any extra movements you need before we come into our Shavasana. So when you're ready, take those legs out long, arms away, palms facing up. Allow those feet to fall out to the sides and close the eyes if they aren't already. The only thing you need to do is breathe. You don't need to be anywhere else because you have dedicated this time to you. You've created space for this right here, this moment right now. So allow yourself to completely savor every moment of it. Feel any tension behind your eyes, in your jaw, in your shoulders, releasing with every exhale, relaxing further into the mat. If you feel your mind starting to wander, just come back into your breath. The one constant thing that we can always rely on. Starting to bring some movement back into our bodies now, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers. Big stretch, fingers and toes as far away from one another as possible. Bend up the knees, roll over to one side, keeping the eyes closed. Take a couple of breaths here. Before you start to push yourself all the way back up to seated. Keeping the eyes closed, hands onto the thighs, palms facing up. Come back into that breath, finish exactly as we started, just with our breath. Everything else we've been doing in between has just been leading us to this moment. Take a really big inhale, followed by a really loud, big exhale, big sigh. Hands to heart center, bow the chin to the chest, thumbs to the third eye. Remember exactly how you're feeling right now. This sense of calm, this sense of groundedness. And that has all been cultivated by your breath. You don't need any fancy equipment, you don't need to put any fancy clothes on. You just need to breathe, and you can do that wherever. So please remember to come back into your breath throughout your day, whenever you need it, whenever you need to take some power from that breath. It is there for you. Coming to the end of our session, whenever you're ready, start to take the hands away from the eyes and blink the eyes open.